Later, the Catholic Church expanded its diocese in the clergy. Because the churches which had bishops in Ghana were two, mainly the Catholic Church and the Anglican Church. And their bishopric was based on the diocesan system. The Catholic Church, as far as I can remember when I was growing up, had, I think, about 6 or so dioceses in Ghana. So 6 bishops. The Anglican Church had similar, probably less, maybe 6 bishops. Later, the Catholic Church expanded its dioceses. I think now they have probably about 20-something dioceses in Ghana, about 20-something or whatever bishops. Anglican Church, similar. Then Charismatics and Pentecostals say, we won't spoil there. We take whatever is noble. Apostle, we have made apostle cheap. We've made prophet cheap. Then we say, bishop, now it's your turn. And we have desecrated it so that the title bishop has no nobility attached to it again.
Ifwa Ghana TV, simply the best.
Yes, other former Musa Sahona Motis and Yamiatum or Manawaka for Fronso Atuye, Matakramat Adabo Jomoja Ediama for Sania, Yada Yahua no Assi say, Wagwaye, Ayan Atum. So for penning Mensah Otabil, Eddie Wabeka Asofu Bechu and him, and a mencansa, Ubichu and him. Wabechu and him say, or heard the way and ne Christosom, Quaya fashion Asofo no mebia or more yen will creamua, or say there is danger ahead of Ghana in terms of Christianity, the way binum afano echo. Titru ni a D4 and it was titru any a D4 kwa our fashioner what de nyameshum echo. Nin churchem na odeba say kane no na ka ebefro bi say ye pastor, apostle, bishop en nasefo no e won pempenso bi anipa ni dru e wo nyamem anse the position bi amana nanso ye ni body bi a ohye so wo manyimu Obia ye ya no watem bi ato no ho so me ye prophet na wa start osisesi a nipa akohye saa asofosemi mu edi bu amanfo edi aye kwan omofa so edi gisika ana edi pia wo ho edi free members ensem enenti in fact wakana adwene di akire abusua umeyentie ya papa Mensah Otabil in sama odiatudwa.
Charismatic church. We see so much power, and maybe that is what all of you see. But I see so much danger and so much self-destruction, so much dissipation of confidence. More and more the congregation and the public is losing confidence in us. They are losing confidence in men of God, in clergymen. If you call yourself a prophet, it's almost like a title meaning con man. How can we take such a sacred title that Isaiah had, that Jeremiah had, that Ezekiel had, that Daniel had, all of these great people? We have so commoditized it and so cheapened it that now this noble title almost means a con man. Because there's no regulatory body, everybody picks titles as they want and parade with it. When I was growing up, if somebody was a bishop, we believed that they were a noble person in the clergy. Because the churches which had bishops in Ghana were two, mainly the Catholic Church and the Anglican Church. And their bishopric was based on the diocesan system. The Catholic Church, as far as I can remember when I was growing up, had, I think, about 6 or so dioceses in Ghana. So 6 bishops. The Anglican Church had similar, probably less, maybe 6 bishops. Later, the Catholic Church expanded its dioceses. I think now they have probably about 20-something dioceses in Ghana, about 20-something or whatever bishops. Anglican Church, similar. Then Charismatics and Pentecostals say, we won't spoil there. We take whatever is noble. Apostle, we have made apostle cheap. We've made prophet cheap. Then we say, bishop, now it's your turn. And we have desecrated it so that the title bishop has no nobility attached to it again. Can you imagine in Ghana where everybody who has never been to law school is called a lawyer? I get up and say, hey, I'm a lawyer. From today, I'm lawyer so and so and so. I'm architect so and so. I'm doctor so and so. Can you imagine what will happen to the health profession? Or the legal profession? We've taken the noble characters, the noble titles, the noble offices that people toil for, to build value and integrity for. Charismatics attack it and dissipate it. You know, the Catholics, they don't marry. Their wife is the church. They are married to the church forever. So the church is always on their heart. Your wife is on your heart. So the thing you are wearing itself, its significance is lost on you. So he's wearing all of this. I said, why are you doing this? Have you studied church history? Do you understand where clergy garments came from? Do you understand why they do so and so? Do you understand why they hold this and all of that and all? Does it work with your own theology as a Pentecostal? Is it consistent? You say, hey, my brother, this thing to open doors. It will open doors. You know, because our society is unregulated, the media just use titles by heart. A herbalist is a doctor. And all kinds of people. So they don't even discern and help to correct the mistakes of the society. They amplify it. So at this point in time, Pastor Eastwood, I don't know. When I look into the future of charismatism, I see self-destruction. You know, it's one thing I like about the Catholic and the Anglican Church. Because the pastors, the clergy, they are learned to handle, they are trained to handle confidential information. Because people go for confession. And they tell the priest stuff. And the priest has to handle that information. Confidential. If it was charismatics and people did confession, we'll have prayer topics, we'll have preaching topics, we have insinuation topics, we have control, manipulation. Remember the thing you told me? If I tell your wife right now, come and sow seed. Thank God nobody comes for confession to charismatics. You have to learn to handle confidential information. And what God shows you is confidential information. But we blast it. Sometimes humiliate people in public. The Lord showed me this about you, and we describe people's health challenges publicly. Embarrassing situations that they wish nobody hears. God told you about it, and you feel that the best way is to announce it publicly. The sad thing is, even after we have publicly disgraced them, there is no healing. The Pentecostal charismatic church is on a one-way highway drive to self-destruction. And it's because generations after generations are using the example of the previous generation as theirs. They are like the man who prayed with a cat. And generations come and think the cat is more important than the prayer. If you are a pastor here, go to school. If you sense God has called you, you have to go to seminary.
Yes. Ohwehwe papa nsama a Kenya ho edika kane nke befro bi behu yesi we ya apostle no wanyini wakonkan wa abrabom onim abrabo ne nyamesu wakọ wanyini wanyanse wanyini wadwenem wanyini womfiem wanyini wasa na oma nyinam utimu se waben se ebefro bi apostle ana ebefro bi prophet nipa no was certain standard enyo bi owo ayaresa doma chede ne friend apostle prophet enne wona obi nya ayaresa doma chede oso a prophet amma sesie enoma ekoso Ghana ne papa udika when him say emri bi mihu a lady of less than 25 years or say or your friend apostle 25 years or your apostle and no me cause system no mo fanso a omo keka no mamu amadia papa dia oya na papa ne nia oya na bani ne safra enti na emenne obi asore a no kana dwene e de kire nyamema o de fra ta asore nye asore tise eye safo ya ba frefre mu yan na ne ehu ne se kane no ye Pentecostals ye charismatics and ye the Orthodox ones no that is Anglican Methodist as this church Catholic ye was half no wo kwan ho saa nsori no miensa no wo na mo kwan ni wo Pentecostals nso be wurem the Pentecostals nso be wo charismatic and so energy for aba asesa na miensa ina abom ade a ye no Orthodox churches any Pentecostal and charismatic asesa afra ni ye de fra na ye no ma na konwuran papa wakasa papa ene difo bi a wa sori wontinten fidie no so e kan sam wa show them akwaya sesesi a no bi asori a esese within the week ne sam be hot cake e social media ne sam be hot cake e social media and we think that these things no and then the world epe into obi a person ye famous in the system obi a person ye famous ni yesu senyam sam de fra enne we ba no akofa teachings we do ade aba no de ababom na members bia so na afi dada na hware ye say ye no nye we fofra na aba na ye we nye we nete na sisi a ya ye kontokwa na nsem ni ye di no system no na naka ohwa pa Mensah Otabil pa wo wosi asum nyame drum pempenso owo asofo dodo ehya ne na ase ne pedfa sen kon de koy apostle bishop prophet pastor by pastor Mensah Otabil and it's not about titles and yen a chese nyame ho won so o say enne doctors obia onyade doctor to no ho so a so oye de so oye de na obia de frɛ doctor ama system no the system is corrupt system na say system no I say system na say what is going on body ben ye benya baba best streamline Christianity in Ghana body ben and no bia ye ya say me a pastor me a prophet is your pastor crowd o mo bia boss or a prophet na nsem hunu na nsam fon kwa ekoso taman no bi tra social media wa fasofu wa tam video bi ato no de dia sofu ina de afro bia bi anye tiese a ensam okoso nyina pas ti say yade asinyame am weni mo hwe konkan a wutimu say yes there is a serious crisis coming but o hwe tetefo no ko mo fa so sumnyame kom fa so sumnyam toto wo no ma ye wo no ma na ohwe ye nso ye pan so kwan ye fa so toto ye no ma ne ye no ma wodim se enso na wa papa ewa brutal esi akaya competition me nam hyenkom me nam kan and necessary ye cause fear and panic na wo na we ne abato a ye kwoto abato ba ko pa Ghana ekwoto enkwansha ba fa ho no esi a enya ahokyere biem ne yade to enye yasetene ma bra aba de yade to ne mum eye de odifo bi ka eye de osofo bi ka eye de komsheni bi ka e de yade kwoto aba no esi a enya ahokyere nka ho esi a wo ye ne wanye ne de odifo be ka ne be ye adwuma woye nie wanye nie odifo beka ena yefa na ye kuntokwa na social media nso ayi na ene apostle na sofo na prophetu na prophetu yo na sofo na ekone we hyenkom na we aba hyenkom de akanta we ahye we no we so de abehye we de akanta nse hunu be na ekoso eso kan nyame kro na yina ye som na asase dia we beka na ha no asa confirmation ba with the same different church but the same message. But enne their assembly suffer beka Pentecost suffer so come say different assembly suffer so different Saint America we say me person me use me use sa ya ye nsori akese nam de here no ye cause confusion wo be kom sa suffer no say oye nya no ye prophet doctor push upon hwa no na sorry ni pen 200 na so nipa ne enru 200 150 kra nru enso normal koso no de hu no me bie account no me di se hu why ni body a oba behwe a streamline the system why abai ne benye the boss say no say ne yenko na entin se hu no so Gary amanfo rofo hihye nkomhunu basabasa ke kansem bia se edi hu ede banipa abusia papa Mensah Otabil ena ono ani nuanom asofo asabre waji social media aboso no waka na adwene de akere wo mo no ane waji social media aboso cause ohwe ntema ekoso system no mu abato ba ko we beka we aka we esia obie sesia ye refi hawo ye wo man sesia ye twen komsheni obehye nkom ema ne nkom be yakase no na mom ya ye komwe ya brabom ye komwe ya setena ye komwe ya setem enne ubie pipe a ifie ba no enye nsuo na ebu efi ba no tese nya na ne hia ye ho kire ye na watwu bia ye to kanem okuro imu nya na hia ye tese fuel ekoso dollars eko bibia eko no sesi no nye eye prophet a nyame ahye no komo na ebe declare ba ene ye ko ho okuro imu ya me hu ya mobo abusua ya papa Mensah Otabil no adne samatuje say na wadwen kire esi eye o efa emsema ya papa editu dwe ho because it's about time as see enya body bia oba be streamline system no na no me na akwaso kama papa ya me shao ya me kan ho makrao
If what cannot TV, simply the best.